All right, buddy. Chainsaw Man episode 5 review. So basically with this episode, it was a good episode, but there's really not that much to talk about. Like nothing really spectacular happened. It's kind of just like a build-up episode. So basically, I'm just gonna talk about the key point that I liked about this episode, what it introduced. So it showed when Denji got to Makima's headquarters, to her office, they started talking about the Gun Devil, the first introduction to the Gun Devil. Right, it was right here, right there. We just saw it right there. And basically, it gives a little backstory of how the Gun Devil happened, how it exists, and how it got stronger, basically. So she's just telling us how it happened in America. That's just kind of funny. And basically, since there's a lot of devils, people were buying guns, basically. They were buying guns to protect themselves from the devils, obviously. And it just grew rates and rates and rates. It kept growing. The guns kept growing. And then something happened in the United States, which is kind of like reminiscent of 9/11, basically. And boom, the whole United States went to shatters. 1.2 million people died right there. 1.2 million people died right there, man. That's crazy. And then that's how, obviously, since there was that much fear into the guns, the gun devil appeared. That's what I'm taking from the episode. That's how it that's how it, the gun devil that's how it got made, basically. And since there was so much fear of what happened, and what we saw in the previous episodes, the more something is feared, the stronger it is. So say there was a cup devil and it's not feared, it's not gonna be strong. But since this took 1.2 million people's life, it already had a presence, a strong presence. So just from that, it's already very strong. Is because it's fear. Fear is very strong. Fear is energy, and that's how we got the introduction to the Gun Devil, and then we get a cool little flashback of Aki's childhood home, his parents and his little brother, and that was nice. We got to see his little brother. At first, I thought the little brother was Aki at first, but then we find out that that's actually Aki, and yeah, his family got demolished by the Gun Devil. Yeah. Like, there's really not that much to talk about in this episode, but that was my main. That was the basically the most interesting thing about this episode. It was not a bad episode, keep in mind. I actually enjoyed it very much, but there's really not that much to talk about except for the Gun Devil. It's a very big deal from here on out. The rest of the series, the Gun Devil is the main topic now, and yeah, it's just begun. Basically, it's just begun. The rest goes up from now, and towards the end we get to see the squad, the squad the squad. They all met up on at this hotel basically, and they're saying that they're using the Gun Devil medallion thing to see if there's the Gun Devil traces in there, because they're trying to collect these pallets of the Gun Devil. The bigger it gets, the more you can read where the Gun Devils actually is, or where the devils are that possess the Gun Devil, basically a part of them. And they team up right here. This is actually gonna be the next episode should be a good episode. And basically we're gonna see. Nah, I'm not gonna spoil that shit. What the fuck? But basically we saw them going in, and then we find out that they're just looping around the same floor basically. So they're not going up nor they're going down. They're just looping back in the same floor. And yeah, man, that was basically all. Oh, and we got to see um Himane. I forgot her name. Himon, something like that. Himono. We got to see how her powers actually work. So she has the ghost devil. Wait, is it a devil? Or is it just yeah, I think it's the ghost devil. Where she has the ghost of arm basically and she just snatched him. They can't see, no one can see him except for her. And that's basically yeah, that's how her powers work. But guys, that's basically all for this week's episode. It was a good episode, but there's really not that much to see or take away from this episode. Yeah, guys, I'll see y'all guys. Take care.